For more than a year and a half now, Spotlight on America has been investigating why it takes so long for a product to be recalled, even after the government knows about serious injuries and even deaths. Safety advocates say something has to change, but a push for more transparency is making little progress.
Instead of planning his party, I was planning a funeral.
For the past year and a half,
my days feel very empty. She should still be with us.
Spotlight on America has reported on multiple deaths.
Every moment was special with him. At the time, I just didn't know how much.
And injuries.
They should have been protected. This shouldn't have happened.
The painful, tragic consequences when product recalls were delayed, even after the government knew the products were hurting and killing children.
If you look at the Rock and Play, the delay there costs lives.
Consumer Product Safety Committee Commissioner Rich Trumka has been a prominent voice at the agency tasked with protecting the public from dangerous products.
I am a big proponent of warning the public when I know about a hazard, because if there's a risk that our government knows about, it needs to share that with us.
But too often, that doesn't happen. The CPSC cites a provision of the Consumer Product Safety Act, Rule 6B, often called the gag rule, which limits the agency's ability to warn the public without first getting the consent of the product manufacturer.
If I knew a product was killing people right now, I couldn't tell you.
CPSC Commission Chair Alex Owen-Sarek made that startling statement to Spotlight on America more than a year ago when he first proposed changes to the agency's internal rules to beef up its ability to warn the public. But those efforts have stalled, the CPSC telling Spotlight on America staff is working on rewriting the proposed changes and there is no update. Trumka did not support the original proposed changes, saying they did not go far enough, and the commission was handcuffing itself.
What it needs to do is strip away every restriction that this agency has put on itself that goes beyond what's required by the law.
Isn't getting some wiggle room better than getting nothing?
Some wiggle room would be good. I'm concerned maybe we only have one bite at the apple.
Meantime, Dreamland Baby, a company that makes weighted infant sleep products, is threatening to sue the CPSC, alleging the agency violated Rule 6B and is hurting its business. That after the CPSC put out a warning in April that weighted sleep products are not safe for infants, and telling Spotlight on America they are aware of multiple fatalities associated with the products. The CPSC did not name Dreamland Baby in its warning, and the company has not been publicly identified as the cause of death in any incidents. Basically, you have a company threatening to sue the CPSC for warning the public. Isn't that exactly what you're concerned about?
Oh, I'm not concerned about frivolous lawsuits. I mean, anybody can file anything they want.
Trumka says the agency is exempt from Rule 6B when it issues a warning about an entire product category considered dangerous and does not name a specific company.
Consumers want safety.
U.S. Senator Richard Blumenthal says the threat of lawsuits can have a chilling effect on a small agency like the CPSC and believes Rule 6B should be repealed. Last year, he introduced legislation to do that, the Sunshine in Product Safety Act.
The need for that kind of reform is made absolutely obvious and compelling by these kinds of really unfounded threats.
But just like the CPSC proposed rule changes, the Sunshine in Product Safety Act also is stalled, lacking bipartisan support. All the while, the government continues to know about product hazards it says it can't tell us about.
Every day you don't warn somebody about a known danger like that could be a day that somebody loses their life because of it.
While efforts have stalled to fix what safety advocates call a broken recall system, the CPSC has become more aggressive in trying to warn the public. So far this fiscal year, issuing more than double the number of warnings it did last year, and on track to issue slightly more recalls. But this year, the CPSC's budget was cut by $1.5 million, and sources tell us more proposed cuts are coming for 2025, raising concerns that losing more funding could further impact the agency's ability to protect the public. For Spotlight on America, I'm Angie Moreschi.